2, 1, start.
Since the beginning of the year, I've been getting questions like, Eryk, what happened to you? Ew, what is that on your arm? Ew, what the heck? That's gross. Eryk, what happened? I'll finally tell you. And this is the last time. I'm not telling you anymore, okay? So, growing up, I've always been very stubborn. But having this trait, I found out the hard way that is not a very good trait to have. Like the time I broke my arm because I decided to jump off a second-story building, or a second-story banister, even though my mom told me not to. I was 12 when my mom had just become a newlywed, which meant me, my brothers, and my mom had to move to this new house. And we had little furniture at the time, so my mom bought new furniture. She had bought a new couch, a plasma TV that hung on the wall, and a large glass table that sat in the middle of the kitchen dining table, the dining room. Anyway, my mom would always tell me things like, "Mom, don't throw footballs in the house. Stop running around in the house, or don't draw on the walls, or little stuff like that." So, but no matter how much trouble I got in, I would always seem to get in more trouble than the last. So until one day, I came home from school and I was exhausted. I sat my backpack down, went upstairs, changed, and I came back downstairs and I looked in the fridge and I got some food and I placed it on the table while putting my whole weight on the table. And that split second, the table shattered, slicing my arm like a piece of cake. There's blood everywhere. Blood on the floor, blood on the tables. And it was blood on the floor, blood on the tables. It was gushing everywhere. And as I was screaming, even though I couldn't feel anything because of the amount of adrenaline running through me, I was in so much shock that I was screaming to the top of my lungs. My mom comes through the back door, screaming, "What happened? What happened?" As she panics, seeing the broken glass and my bleeding arm everywhere, and blood everywhere. Sorry, and I tell her the table fell. I reply in agony. She says, "Come on, I have to take you to the emergency room." So I covered my arm up with a bunch of sheets, and we're in the car. And as she's looking at me and back to the road repeatedly, she tells me, "I told you so. I told you something like this would happen if you continue not to listen to me." So, anyway, when we get to the emergency room, if we sit there for what feels like an hour, which is only you can edit this, right?
Yep, say when we get to the emergency room.
When we get to the emergency room, we sit there for what feels like an hour. When we finally get called up, I end up having to get 11 stitches, 3 inside and 9 on the outside. And let me tell you, none of them felt good. None of them. Like, I had to get 3 needles poked inside my wound. I had to get 3 needles poked inside my wound so I wouldn't feel the pain, so they could numb my scar. But in the end, the moral to the story is always listen to your elders, whether it be your grandmother, your grandfather, your dad, your mom, even your uncle. Always listen, because when you don't, it will never turn out good.